Hi, Maria here. Welcome to my channel. I am so excited to share with you the fragrances that I wore for the week and also tell you a little bit of a fragrance adventure that I had. But before I get started, if you haven't subscribed, please feel free to hit that button, join the Weird and Wonderful family. We would love to have you part of the community. I am telling you, we are an awesome, positive, diverse bunch. I am so thankful to be a part of this community myself, and I'm sure you will too. And without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about is my little perfume adventure I had. So I have a friend and fellow fragrance enthusiast that lives in Germany, and so we decided to Zoom on Saturday. So over the weekend, we decided to Zoom. It was like 1 o'clock my time and 9 o'clock her time, but we wanted to discuss a discovery kit that we both have. So it's the discovery kit from NUIT NOMADE. And so we kind of went through it over a period of time, just sniffing everything and really experiencing it. Now, I'm not going to go into details about that today because I really want to try it on skin, but I gave all of these a great go. And NUIT NOMADE, I would say, is definitely a house worth discovering. There was at least 4 of these that I really love out of 8, which is pretty good for a house. Like, nobody's ever gonna like all of them, but there wasn't one that I went, ugh, I didn't like. I liked them all. So impressed. I think what I like the most about them is they've all got kind of different vibes, but they're all rather sophisticated fragrances. And yeah, I think that this is kind of an underrated house. I don't hear a lot of talk about it, but I'm just so impressed with the quality. So definitely, consider getting the discovery kit. I think it's pretty affordable. I'll leave it all linked down below, but I was really, really impressed with this one. So NUIT NOMADE, the discovery kit, more info to come. I know I mentioned this in a haul, but like going through the fragrances, using the cards that they have, especially if you love fragrance and you want to do that with friends, like have a party where you all talk about the fragrances together. To me, that's super fun. So I'm so happy that I got this. And I also just really love the packaging. Like, everything about it is so beautiful. So really, really happy with this and really, really enjoyed going through them. The fragrances, like I talked about, Sumo Oriental, tried that again on skin. Really, really loved it. There was Ambra Kandahar. Tried that on my skin. Really loved it. The one that I really fell in love with was Memory Motel. Like, I'm talking uber sexy, like so sexy, but not like bam in your face sexy. It was just kind of that sensual, kind of relaxed sexy. Woo! It was so awesome. So can't wait to try them. Like, it's one thing to try it on your wrist. It's a whole other thing to actually spray your whole body in it and really give it a full day's wear where you've got nothing else on. So can't wait to do that. But so impressed. Discovery kits are an excellent way to really explore fragrances without breaking the bank. So lots of the companies do have, discovery kits. So anyway, really liked that. The next thing that I tried, again, it's from a discovery kit. So I got this from KAYALI, and it was time to try Eden Juicy Apple. I thought to myself that I wouldn't like this at all. I wasn't even interested in it because it said apple in the name of it. And I'm not usually a fan of straight up apple fragrances like the Dickeny or DKNY. Be Delicious or whatever it was called. Never liked those. Too green, too appley, not a fan. But I'm trying out all of these, and I will do a full review on the whole entire line. But I am happy to say that I am so impressed with this Eden Juicy Apple. I think I'm going to have to buy a bottle. Like, seriously, I can't believe it. Like, I kind of pish posh when something gets super hyped. Like, I'd smelt KAYALI Vanilla 28. So I'm not a huge vanilla fan. Like, I like it. And now that I've smelt Vanilla 28 next to Vanilla Royale Amber Patchouli, whatever, that one I can see how actually Vanilla 28 is similar. So I actually like Vanilla 28 better now that I've smelt the Vanilla Royale Sugar Patchouli. But vanillas aren't my favorite scent profile. So I had tried that one. I had tried the Deja Vu White Flower, or I had smelt it. I think I had smelt the musk. And then the next one that I tried, and I had actually purchased a small bottle, was of Amber Invite Only. And that, although it smells amazing on the bottle, I just couldn't get into it on skin. Like, it just didn't smell good on me. I loved the smell of it on the cap. I loved the smell of it on a card, but on me, it just was really underwhelming. So after that, I kind of was like, oh yeah, whatever, like KAYALI, whatever. Well, I'm actually realizing that I like quite a few of them. So I tried Eden Juicy Apple and I really love it. So it gave me the same sort of feel as, I think, like, I don't even remember what Clinique Happy smelled like, but the feel of it, I just thought of that, like refreshing, juicy, vibrant, happy, energizing. That is Eden Juicy Apple. Just such a happy, wonderful fragrance. And then I thought to myself, well, smells good, but it's not going to last a long time. It literally, like, I don't know if it's just me, it literally lasted on my skin all day. Like, so all day. I put it on first thing in the morning, and it was around 6 o'clock. I got my husband to smell it. And he could smell it, and he normally can't smell anything if I wore it for that long. He could smell it, and he totally liked it, which again was a shocker. So loved the way it wore on me. It also reminded me of kind of, you know, fragrances like My Way that has this really major juicy pop in the beginning, but My Way and fragrances like that oftentimes go weird on my skin. So once I put the Juicy Apple on, I was anticipating it was going to go weird because it gave me that awesome kind of bright kick. But, you know, from there, I don't know, you know. Well, as it turns out, it was just absolutely amazing. Loved it from beginning to end. Loved the longevity. Loved the energizing feel. It's perfect for spring and summer. I'm so pumped about it. So I just wanted to share that with you. If you haven't sniffed it, you should check it out. Get the Discovery Kit again if you don't want to spring for the whole bottle. This is, again, such a great way, rather than taking the risk of not liking something, to get all of them and then be able to choose the one that you want the most, or a couple of them, or 3 or 4 or whatever. To me, that's just a safer way to do things. So definitely loved the KAYALI Juicy Apple. Wasn't expecting it, but certainly did love it. The next fragrance that I tried was MANCERA's Coco Vanille. Now, this is one of my new ones. And I, you know, at first I'm like, oh, I'm not sure if I'm going to like it. Like, should I have gotten Holidays? I didn't like Holidays when I first smelt it. But this is kind of along the same genre of fragrance as Holidays by MANCERA. So wasn't sure. I am happy to say that I really, really love this. I find it mouth-watering. There's kind of a sweet citrusy feel in the opening. I thought that it was probably something like a bergamot, but it's actually peach. So definitely get kind of a sweeter, juicy kind of feel in the beginning, along with coconut. So in the heart, it's got tiare flower. There's some ylang ylang, jasmine. Definitely gives you that tropical feel. I just find it more, like, the more I smell it, the more addictive I find it. Like, I just want to sniff it. The base has vanilla, musk, and woody notes. So I find this extremely addictive, but the thing that is amazing about it is, you know, this is the kind of fragrance that, like, you have a friend that has a destination wedding. You arrive a couple days earlier and they have a tiki party. And, you know, there's tons of stuff going on, and you throw this perfume on, and then you go to the tiki party, but then kind of like there's all these misadventures that happen. And yeah, like, it just ends up being this crazy long drawn out situation where, you know, your clothes end up getting all raggy and you look like a disaster. I am telling you, even after 2 days, you are still going to smell amazing with Coco Vanille on, because this stuff just never disappears. Like, seriously, it was on my skin for a full 24 hours at least. Like, I showered and then this was gone. But it lasted so long on the skin. I couldn't believe it. I kept on smelling it, kept on smelling it, kept on smelling it. It just doesn't go away. So if you want a fragrance that sticks like glue, you got to try this out. Now, of course, in the high heat, I'm not sure. This may be too much, but all I know is that, like, seriously, I'm totally addicted to it. It has that vacation vibe. I don't find it sunscreeny. I find it more kind of tropical, breezy feeling. Definitely coconut heavy. And the coconut in here is pretty fleshy, pretty meaty feeling. So it's not my favorite take on coconut. That said, I don't find that heaviness in the coconut lasts the whole entire time. In the end, you're left with just a delicious kind of warm, ylang sweetness on your skin that's just delectable. So I'm so excited about this one. Next fragrance that I tried was La Nuit TRESOR à la Folie by LANCOME. Now this one is, it's got that La Nuit TRESOR DNA, just a lighter version of it. And then the vanilla is definitely amped up in this one. So when you look at the notes, there's red currant, pink pepper, pear, and bergamot in this. I just get some juicy fruits. That's basically it. If anything, I would say that the currant is what I notice the most. That said, I would say the florals kind of take over quite quickly. You've got a bunch of florals in there, but it being predominantly rose. But then this beautiful vanilla. This also has tonka bean and benzoin in it. So yeah, it's just a lighter version of the La Nuit TRESOR DNA paired with a lot of delicious kind of vanilla, tonka, warmth, sweetness. And interestingly, I don't know if I go anosmic to it, but I don't notice it a whole lot on my skin after about an hour. That said, people can smell this on me, and I went out and I got actually 2 compliments wearing this. So 2 random people gave me compliments wearing this. So this is definitely a keeper. Compliment getter for sure. The next fragrance that I'm super excited to talk about is Meliora by Parfums de Marly. Now, I am so in love with this fragrance. Now, this is a loner from Hesse, but if I had to choose between buying Delina and Meliora at this point, Delina, I love Delina. It's beautiful. Delina exclusive, beautiful. But this is an unsung hero in this collection. It is such a special, amazing fragrance. Now, some people say that this one is similar to Lilique's Amethyst. I would have to disagree. Like it's reminiscent of it, but this is so much more beautiful. It's a little bit sweeter. It's got the sweetness that Amethyst is missing while still having a greenness. This is such a beautiful fragrance. So in the opening, it has black currant, red berries, and cassis. I still get that. It's got like the vibe that's similar to Amethyst is the greenness. So when I smell this, I'm definitely getting all the stems and the leaves of those fruits. So it's like you're picking them off the tree in the forest. So that vibe that Amethyst from Lilique has, similar in this one. In the heart, this has ylang ylang, rose, and lily of the valley. And the base has musk and vanilla. What makes this one more special is that there's an added sweetness. So it's like you're getting really ripe, like mouth-wateringly ripe berries with the green. It's spectacular. The juice is just absolutely gorgeous. I love the clear bottle. This is so spectacular. The fragrance spectacular. I enjoy wearing it. Like it's juicy yet green. So perfectly refreshing. So this is one, like I'm pretty sure I'm going to get this. I'm going to ask for this for Mother's Day because it's so good. I found it long lasting. I've heard some people say it wasn't long lasting. It was really long lasting for me. So this is definitely a major winner. I can't believe this one. I know people talk about it, but it's really excellent. Like so excellent. So I think this might actually be my first Parfums de Marly, seriously. So the last fragrance that I wore was Rare Tiffany by AFNAN. Now, I've said it before, like I love the color of this bottle. This is cool. This is plastic, so it cheapens it. But if this was metal somehow, this would be such a gorgeous bottle, but it would be really heavy because the glass on this is heavy. Weapon. Like this would, like seriously, this would be a great weapon. It's super thick. Now the fragrance, you have to like yellow florals to like this one. It has ylang ylang, jasmine, and rose in the opening, but what I'm getting is kind of a yellow/white floral mix. I don't really notice any rose. So it's super floral. So if you're not a fan of florals, you're going to want to pass on this one, but I happen to really enjoy it. In the heart, you have musk, sandalwood, and vanilla, and then the base has ginger, pink pepper, and caramel. Eventually, the florals kind of die down and you get a little bit more sweetness on the skin, maybe a bit of a musky sweetness. This one isn't a major long laster, so it's going to last you about 4-ish hours. I don't find it lasts much longer than that. I think the general consensus is that this one has just moderate performance. I don't find it lasted as long as moderate. I find it's a little bit weaker than that, like bordering on 2 week. But it is a very nice fragrance. Can't wait to try it in the heat. Although it's majorly floral, I think it's going to really kind of come alive and be amazing. So overall, like this, but you definitely have to be a yellow/white floral predominant fragrance fan because that's what you're mainly getting in this. It's super classy though, slightly relaxing. So I'm happy to have it in my collection. And that is it. Before I go, I want to show you guys my earrings. I don't know if the little sparklies will show up. Oh, I think they do. So these were made by my friend Karis. She's an earring artisan here in the city. And she makes these, and I'm going to leave her Instagram handle in the description in case you're interested. She makes all sorts of different kind of sparkly out of the box earrings, and I just think that they're really fun and funky. So I like supporting local artists, and she is an amazing human being as well. So I'll leave her information in case you're interested. I had a lot of hits this week, like definitely Eat and Juicy Apple, amazing. The NUIT NOMADE Discovery Kit, so much fun to go through it with a friend. Really recommend doing that for like a social activity. COCO Vanille, I was blown away by the power, like the major, like the massive power of this fragrance. It has to be experienced. But the main highlight was this amazing Meliora, from the bottle to the smell. It's phenomenal. So excited. And that's it for me. What about you? What was your major hit? Did you have some major hits? Did you have a miss? If so, leave it in the comments. And other than that, I hope you have an amazing week and we'll talk to you soon.